How you
doing?
I'm good.
How you doing? Yo, first off, let me ask you this. How's the move in
Oh my
Cali? How
God,
you
the
like the
weather is
Cali life?
beautiful. I don't got to go outside with no jacket. I'm wearing sweatsuits. I'm hot. Couldn't ask for more.
So, was it hard to leave New York City? Was it hard to make the transition? Because when I left Brooklyn to go to Florida, it was kind of a hard transition for me at first, though, Jazz. But
it hasn't been hard, honestly. I've only been here for 2 months. I think it would take more time for me to realize, okay, what I don't like. You know what I'm saying? What I do like, but I travel a lot, so when
yes, you do.
I don't really feel like I live here. Like when I was in New York, like how can I say this? I traveled so much. It's like, yeah, I'll be in New York, but it'll feel like, okay, it's temporary. Then I'm going somewhere real quick. So I think that kind of makes a difference for me too. Like I just travel a lot. So me moving here is what I wanted. So it's not really something that's like weird to me yet, at least yet.
And plus, you were chilling out there before. You moved out there numerous times, going to Cali and all that before.
I've been here a lot of times, like a lot. Yeah. So especially last year, I was back and forth a lot. So yeah, it's cool. I like it.
Well, being that you travel a lot, let me ask you a question. Favorite city and state you traveled that you've been to? You've been all over the place. You see, New Orleans, you in Mardi Gras.
New Orleans is my favorite place in the world. So, like hands down, London. I love London.
Really?
I love Flint.
Michigan,
Chicago, of course. I say those is probably my favorites. Yeah.
Okay. So when you win Wody for 2022, how excited are you for that? You winning it, Jazz. Don't try to for Jazz. You winning this, sweetheart. We're not doing that. Hold on. Congratulations on Cody and Wody. You and Miss Hustle. Two of y'all like quick, man. Give you props on that. How did it feel to make both?
That felt amazing.
First of all, first time female got a
like, I kind of like, so after I came back versus Gaddis, like with Gaddis, I kind of made it my thing. Like, okay, I'm not gonna take another whole break because that's what I was known for, battling and then going right back inside and hibernating until I needed to. But with Gaddis, it was like, all right, I'm back outside. So you know, as my year went, I'm like, yeah, I want to get Wody. That was a thing I wanted. But then as the year went, I'm seeing people saying, yo, Cody. And I'm like, what? Like, it kind of,
you deserve it, though.
Just like not expected. It wasn't something I was going for. But I also think that last year for battle rap kind of wasn't as busy as the past 5 years have been. So it was easy for me to stand out. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like, so watching the debate and then seeing how high they had me, I was honored, honestly. I didn't think I would be that high up, but you know, when they do the breakdown, it's kind of like, okay, that makes sense. I kind of understand, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's all.
So hold on, Jazz, a student of the game like yourself, you need other people to give you, to give you the reason why they had you high.
You know, I didn't sit down and say, I had a better year than this person. I had a better year than that person. I had a better year than that. I wasn't doing that. So to actually see it being debated in real time and then see the finalists made, you know, it just made sense. Like I like to understand things as a person. So just hearing that and seeing it just gave me a better understanding. Okay, maybe I was underestimating myself. I didn't think I would be 11, but you know, they had me as number 11. So that's super fire. The first two women to be on the champion list. And yeah, that's history, man.
The Shiesty battle, what made you decide to do that? Because most of your battles, you fighting big dogs, though. Was it conscious enough to you that you want to get somebody a shot, though? Because usually you don't do that, though.
The way the Shiesty battle came about was, again, going in 2022, I wanted to get Wody. Actually, that's how most of my battles came about in 2022. Like the 2-on-2s, that's how this came about, right? I went to want to lose battles. And like, just as I'm watching, I'm like, yo, I want to do a 2-on-2 with him. Because like, with my career, most of my battles are serious battles. They're battles that I can't lose. Like, it's very rare that I have battles that I do just because I want to, or it's a battle for fun. So with the Lou battle,
right.
I knew that would be a fun battle. You know what I mean? And I'm like, you know, it would still have to depend on the opponent.
Right.
Like, I'm still not going to just take anybody. So they said Jade and Steams. I'm like, oh yeah, like they respected, they respectable. We'll do it. Then with the Farrah and Shuni situation, me and Official wanted to battle them since me and Official became a team. And Farrah and Shuni, you know, they've had their ups and downs, but last year and the year before that, they was doing it right. So it was like
they was getting busy.
And then they had the event in New Orleans. I'm like, nah, this is perfect. Me and Official versus Farrah and Shuni. Vixen battle happened. Cool. Then after that, it was like, I feel like I could do one more. Like, I felt like challenging myself. Like, I just felt like after Vixen, to me, there's no other female that is really a big threat. Like, there are females that are nice. Don't get it confused. I respect. But for me personally,
right.
For me personally, she was probably like the last one where I felt like, nah, this, like, she really could smoke me. Put it like that. So I'm like, all right. Okay. I wanted to battle See the Boss on We Go Hard. Right.
Really?
Like, Brooklyn thing. You feel me? Like, if I'm gonna give somebody a shot, why not somebody
home team?
Right.
Home team.
We Go Hard. I wanted to be on a small league, but when I hit her up, she was saying she was booked. I was like, oh, all right. Come to find out, she was booked for Volume Weekend. Right. So you know, things just happened. I saw the flyer for Easy and Big T and Bill Collector and Rosenberg. I said, oh my God, this is perfect. This card means something. I was like, yo, Shice Raw was the only option because she's highly respected in Philly. She's damn near a legend in Philly. And she's been doing her thing last year as well. So it all kind of just came together. So that's how, it was a long story, but that's how the Shice Raw battle came up. Like, that's why I was okay with taking her. Because normally I wouldn't have done that.
What made you really decide to come outside though like this though? Because we've always chastised you for a hot minute. Jazz don't be outside. And I remember speaking to you, I think it was before the Vixen battle or after the Vixen battle, the Goddess battle, I want to say. And you said to me, you were like, oh, 3, I want to be more active and stuff like that.
The money.
Why is that? Is it to solidify a spot though in your Mount Rushmore? Because I believe you're a Mount Rushmore conversation.
I felt like I was in Mount Rushmore before the Goddess battle. Like that was, yeah, like that.
Okay, all right. Part of
solidification thing. It was the money. Like the money is there now. Yeah, that's really what it is. Like the women weren't getting paid much before Caffeine, and then after Caffeine, we began getting paid the big bucks. So I said, oh, if I keep doing what I did versus Gaddis, I'm gonna start getting respected money wise with the men, and that was the main goal. I need to show that I deserve as much money as the men, simply because I'm a household name with the men. I just didn't battle a lot, so it was easy to kind of be like, well, I don't know if she's worth it. But it's like, okay, I'm battling a lot. I'm showing out big leagues, small leagues. I'm always going to leave there with something, performance of the night, something. I'm going to leave with something. And, you know, that was my motivation, like, just to get that respect monetarily. And, yeah, I did what I needed to do.
Well, like you said, your name holds weight. And recently you was on, shout out to Harlem Legend and my man Quantum. And, you know, when you speak, people listen. And a lot of conversation about YouTube drops and everything like that. And people wondering, people even do a blog saying that Jazz got beef for URL now because of your comments about the YouTube situation, I guess, how people don't recognize you. You want to clear that up a little bit for people who might not understand what you really...
I mean, I know what interview I did, but I don't be paying. Like, I haven't even been on Twitter for real. Like, so I don't know what people are saying. What are they saying?
They saying now you have beef with URL because you made a comment about not getting YouTube drops and people not knowing your fans not knowing which battle you have or where to watch your battles at. Like, you poke holes at the app, basically.
I mean, that's just my opinion on the app. Like, it's really nothing more, nothing less than that. I'm battling on Kings with Queens. Right? It's like I understand the business side of it. Like, I understand URL side of it because it's business. But I'm a battle rapper, so I'm going to have my opinions on the situation. Like, it's really Nothing more, nothing less, honestly. That's just black and white. Like,
what's your take on Easy the Block Captain moves he's
like
making with Remy and all that? So you been paying
she's his
attention to
manager.
that? Yeah.
What he don't make me shit. Like,
but you don't miss nothing, Jazz. You know what I'm saying? You're the sister of battle rap, so asking you, getting your opinion on stuff like this, I hold you high regard. You know what I mean?
I don't care about a lot of shit. Like,
you don't know. That's a fact.
It's just,
that's a fact, though, sister. You know
that I don't know. I haven't really been thinking about that. You know, salute to Easy. Nigga, when the nigga is public enemy #1 right now, and I'm here for it. Like, I'm here for it. It's so entertaining on Twitter because he don't miss a tweet. Like, and he a troll, so he's responding to everybody. Like, so it's just entertaining. But it's just so crazy how with that one Hitman performance, how he just turned into public enemy #1. You know what I'm saying? I think it's entertaining for me because I remember after the Shayna battle in female battle rap, I became the public enemy. Like, everybody threw shots at me, like everybody. So it kind of reminds me of what I went through a long time ago.
Long time ago. Right. How dangerous is this for you battling RX and Charlie Clips at the same time, challenging your brain to another level?
It's pretty dangerous.
How hard is that?
But I was okay with doing it simply because I was in a similar situation with me and Lou and me and Official, how we battled the day apart. So I was, you know, I was preparing for two battles at the same time. And it wasn't that long of a notice. Yes, it was a 2-on-2, so it's half the work. But at the same time, with a 2-on-2, you still gotta work with somebody. In this case, I'm just working with myself. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a challenge. Right. And honestly, last year showed me I did a lot of things that I never thought I could do. Like, a lot. I actually actually every single battle is shit that I've never done. Like, Geechee was, I mean, I battled Shuffle T, but Geechee was like my first like URL nigga. Right? Never did that. Me and Lou, I never teamed up with a guy. Me and Official versus Farron Shuni. Now that ties in because I did 2 battles in less than 24 hours. Never did that before. The big battle, I took that battle with maybe like 4 or 5 weeks notice. I've never done that in my life. Never. And then the Shice Raw battle, that was another one where I took it in like 4 weeks because I locked it in like the day after the Vixen battle. 4 weeks, and then I'm giving a new girl a shot. Shice isn't new, but she's somebody that people don't know. A lot of people don't.
Right, that's somebody with Shice Raw, of course. Right.
Year of things I've never done. And I challenged myself, and then I feel like with Clips and RX, even though I did find out about RX in December, that's why I was comfortable. But yeah, like Clips and RX, you know, I'm writing for them at the same time, and I don't have a problem with writing for 2 people at the same time. It actually kind of better because once I get tired of writing for Clips, I'll write for RX. Once I'm tired of writing for RX, I'll just write for Clips. It's two different jazzes. I'm not rapping the same way with RX than I'm rapping with Clips. I'm not rapping the same way with Clips than I'm rapping with RX. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. A lot of people having mixed emotions about you and Clips, though. On one end, they're saying that is this battle going to be some jokey thing because y'all are cool, and then the other conversation, I saw Jay Black and having a conversation earlier in the Spaces. They were saying that if there's 2 people that Clips want to put their hands on, battle rap term wise, is you and Easy the Block Captain. So what are you expecting from the battle?
I could see why people would think it's gonna be jokes because naturally that's just me and Clips's personality. You know, in and out of the ring, but I don't think that he's gonna joke too much. Like, Clips is a joker, like that's just him. So it's gonna happen in the battle. But I don't think he's gonna go in there joking because, like the other people, listen, what Black said is if it's 2 people he think Clips gonna take for real, it's me and Easy. Now, yes, I am a woman, so you know the stakes aren't as high when you battle a man, and vice versa. Clips is a man, so the stakes aren't as high if I'm battling a woman. But I personally feel like I have reached the level that niggas is not saying Jazz is just a female battle rapper. Like Jazz is with the elite niggas. And he knows that. He noticed that, you know, since I've come back, like he's complimented me on my performances in person or whatever the case is. So he sees the elevation, and I think that he does respect me. Like I think he really respects me as a battle rapper. Now, does he think that I could do anything with him? I don't know. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he might feel like, I don't see what y'all see, but Jazz, I'm fucking with it. Like, that's cool. But I do think he's going to take it serious. And I do think that he doesn't want to lose to a female because he's basically undefeated against the women. Like, I'm not about to go 3-0 against the women, and then I get to my fourth one and I don't take her serious. Like, you want to keep that streak. You know what I'm saying? So I do think he's going to take it serious. I do think he's going to take it serious.
When was this battle solidified? After the Calico, after the saxophone line against Cal? Was that enough? Was that enough?
Honestly, when I got the call, I was very surprised. I didn't really, when I said set it up, I wasn't really serious. Like, I was just saying that because it sounded good. I didn't care about.
Well, hold on, talking about. You on record saying you are scared of Clips, though. You didn't tell me that a while ago. That
yeah, and I also told you I'm scared of everybody I battle. There's no
difference. Yeah, pretty much.
But, like, yeah, when I said set it up, it wasn't on, like, Clips was just on my radar to battle. Like, he was just, for one, probably because I thought it would never happen. Like, I never thought, why would Clips ever battle Jazz? Like, it just didn't, you know what I'm saying? But over the years, the women have been getting more respect. You have Kings vs. Queens. You have the fourth Kings vs. Queens. I always say, if the first Kings vs. Queens, the niggas would have swept us, there would be no more Kings vs. Queens. It would not exist.
Good point, Jazz.
Second one, same thing. Third one, same thing. Oh, this is our most. Me and Geechee had the most streamed event on Caffeine for King vs. Queens 3. Right. Well, after the Drake event. You feel me? It was Drake event and King vs. Queens. Like, King vs. Queens has the highest numbers, and you know that's because you have two fan bases. You have the women fan base and you have the male fan. You feel me? Versus women. So I just never thought it would be possible. Like, it just felt like out of reach. It never was even a thought. Like, yeah, I want to battle Charlie Clip. Like, no. So when I got the call, like, you're like, you ready? He's like, you ready? Like, what? I don't think he about to call about coffee. Niggas say Charlie Clips. I said, huh? Yeah, Charlie Clips. I'm like, well, shit. What? Like, you feel me? Like, it was just like, all right, cool. Like, I'm not gonna say no to not anybody, but if it's a top tier guy, like, that's elite like that, why would I say no to Clips? That doesn't make sense. Like, it just doesn't, especially with, like you said, we just was going back and forth. So it's just like, why would I say no to that? You know what I'm saying? But it definitely was like surreal for a while. Like, am I really about to battle Clips? But you know, gotta do my job, and I started preparing.
So, Jazz, there was no reluctancy at all when you got the phone call. It was like, let's just get it cracking. Wow. They say Charlie Clips is a cheat code. What does that really mean, though, for people that don't really understand what he's saying?
So Clips is a cheat code because he can make anything sound good. He knows how to keep the crowd entertained, and he can freestyle. I think if I had to narrow it down to 3 things, I would say that's why he's a cheat code. You know what I'm saying?
Freestyling you to death, though. I'm pretty sure you don't have the whole round, though, right?
Yeah, right, exactly. And that's, you know, that's the kind of the flack he gets sometimes is, yo, you freestyled that whole round, like, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta take the good with the bad, but in general, Clips is a cheat code. Like, just because he just knows, and also instead of saying he knows how to win, I'll just say he knows how to not lose for most of his battles. Like, he knows how to do just enough that, you know what I'm saying, people going, nah, he smoked this person, or, you know what I'm saying?
Tay-Rock said on Twitter today that you're the female Charlie Clips, though.
You know, I've heard that a lot over my career.
Really? I was a Mook
it's
over
weird. Like
Clips.
I've heard Surf, I've heard Clips, I've heard Mook, like, but they're all for different reasons. So I think people would say Clips because our attributes. You know, I think people will say Surf because the star power and the likability. People will say Mook because we're looked at the GOATs with such little battles. We pop out, we do our thing, go on inside. So there's so many different reasons that I listen. You want to say I'm that? They I'm saying, but at the end of the day, I do feel like you know, you always get the female comparison to the male. Like I feel like I've done enough to kind of just separate myself, and it's just like I'm Jazz. Like I'm just Jazz.
More nervous going into the Geechee battle or this battle?
Nervous? Geechee because that was Geechee because but also because
right?
Geechee. It was so because me and Cliff are so alike.
Right.
Without giving away. So because
too much.
So alike, it's kind of like, damn, I just got to be better. But with Geechee, we're not alike. So we're alike
at all.
So watching Geechee, it made me realize we're more alike than you would think. But that comes from a thinking standpoint and what we decide to talk about.
Okay.
But Geechee's just flat out disrespectful, and he has this gangster image, and it's easy for him to make me look a certain type of way. So I was nervous for that. I was nervous on how Geechee was going to make me look. But as far as like Clips, preparing for Clips is scarier because he's so good at what I do. So that it's just a matter of who's better. Like who's gonna be better. That's what I think is gonna come down to. Who's just better.
Is it disrespectful when people say Clips will body you? I don't believe that, but if people say that, do you feel it's disrespectful? A body Jazz? Nobody bodies you, though, sister.
Right? So you have who has bodied so many people many times, right? So I think it comes from a place of it ain't even about Jazz, it's about Clips. Not good enough. It's Clips. Think about it. If you ask them, why is Clips on 30 Hub, they're going to say their reason is going to be because of Clips. They're not going to say Jazz bar crash, Jazz don't know how to control the room, or Jazz, like, it's not going to be my wrongdoing. It's be him just knowing what to do. But like you said, if you go back in history of my career, every time I'm the underdog, something happens. So,
yeah. Let me get your take on this, though. Jay Black and them did a survey, right? And I want to get your take on this. Creativity content.
Me.
Who you think wins that? You or Clips?
What was they gave
they gave Clips 88.
I think 86. It should be reversed.
You think it should be what's this? Reversed around. Okay. Crowd control.
I'll
you or Clips?
Clips.
95, 88.
I'll take 88, 95.
Impact.
I'll say about even. Yeah.
94, 91. Clips.
Me.
Structure. Yes, you kind of got that by 10.
I think
you won at 93, 83. What made you say that we had chest out, though, miss? You said that we had chest out, though, Jack.
I'm known for my structure. And he's known for not having structure.
Not having
what it is. Like, he's literally known to just be all over the place.
Is that the reason why some people feel you win this battle? Because of that right there structure, you think? The people that got you in the battle?
Me.
Tailored. 93, 84. Yes, you got that, man. You're good, boy. Performance.
I'll edge him. But I'm going to tell you why I'm going to edge him, though.
80
score.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not an edge. Because his performance is talking to the crowd, right? Where my performance, I'm going to perform. Like, I'm actually gonna give you the essence of performing. I'm walking on stage. I'm on this side of stage. I'm not like Clips don't move. He just stays there like he's like, you know, just talking to the crowd for real. So that I wouldn't give him that, because I'm giving more performance than him, but they might just be based off of, but Crips be Crips. But Clips really, like, really.
You've been in Cali for a while now, ain't you?
But Clips be captivating the crowd without having to move his feet. So 87, right. 83, that's not that bad, but I just feel like it's a little edge. Me.
Rapping.
Yeah. Yeah, Clips is pretty
88, 87.
Clips should be a little lower. Clips is simple. He's very, very simple. And I'm not the most intricate person, but I do feel like I set up my things just better than bars. I would say I'm higher. I gotta be a little higher than that. I be saying some shit that be like, nah, like, how the fuck? Like, how you think of that? Clips, very simple. Very simple.
Last one, Jazz. Ring IQ.
Even.
96, 90.
I gotta be at least 95. I'm gonna tell you why I feel like I'm 95. I'll never forget this, because when they did me and Vixen, and they had to Calico and somebody, they had Calico's ring IQ at 95. How the hell Calico ring IQ was higher than mine? I feel like I deserve a 95 on ring IQ. Like, ring IQ is fine, like 96%, but I think that I should be 95 just because they gave Calico 95.
The praises for Murder Mook that you've been getting lately. Mook been doing a lot of praises your way, man. He even said he could be Danny Myers. Jazz, I know you like Kung Fu, but come on, what we doing?
I love it. It's just, it's fire to me. Like, because I understand why he's saying it. You know what I mean? Like when other people say it, it's fire, but for the person to actually co-sign it, like, nah, she's definitely the Mook. You know, it's definitely just, it feels good. Mook is a motherfucking goat. Like, what you mean? 11?
How many years now, Jazz, you been in?
12? Wait. 11. 2011. 12. Yeah. January, May, 12 years.
Has that sink in yet? Have you sat back and reflected? Like, I've been in 12 years. I'm a household name. When I pop out, it's real.
It's,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sometimes I be thinking, like, I've really been battling for mad long. Like, but, you know, I kind of just, I like how I paced myself, because, like, Tay-Rock is on his 50th battle. Like, right, I can't imagine
crazy, right?
being on my 50th battle. Like, I think I only have 16 battles. So I think me having 16 battles just keeps me on my toes and keeps me young and keeps me excited. You know what I mean? I'm not just taking battles where I might not be motivated. Like I've literally been motivated. So, and that's what I want to keep going. Like, I want to be motivated all the time. Although it does get annoying to have to prove myself every single time, but it's kind of like the pressure works. You know what I mean? Like, the pressure brings something out of me that wouldn't have been brought out if I was battling somebody where I just took it for the money.
Is it proving yourself because of your catalog and your hefty resume? Is it because of the people that standing in front of you? Why it's always hard to prove yourself?
Yeah, because it's always
being spoken about.
I'm gonna always try to take a person that is highly respected, whether I'm take a person where I have to beat them, because if I lose to them, then now people are gonna say, "Woo, woo, 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 woo." That's that's just been my mentality all this time, and I've always been, put on a high level, so that pressure's on me as well. Now I gotta live up to my name, So now I feel like where I'm at now, because obviously I'm Jazz, where I'm at now, big on just how I perform, because that's all I got. If I win or lose, as long as I put on a great performance, I'm content. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. Like, I'm good with the fans. I know that I did the best that I could do. And whatever the outcome is, I'm just happy with what I put out there.
Jazz, you getting a win against RX and Charlie Clips back to back, though. Sister.
I'm going back inside after RX. What I listen, just because, like, last year, like, I did more than I normally do, and I kind of, like I said, I challenged myself. I did things that I never did. I really challenged myself. Like, it was a lot, and I'm saying that I only have 5 battles. Got people that battle 10 times a year, 15 times a year. So 5 battles ain't shit, and I respect. I found out my limit, and I'm that.
Right.
But also, I really want people to miss me again, because that's just what Jazz was like. Man, I miss Jazz. Where's Jazz? Yo, Jazz ain't on this card? Man, I want to see Jazz. I haven't gotten that since the Gaddis battle. So I kind of want to give that feeling back to people. Like, all right, Jazz is back. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are excited to see me again.
Right.
But it's only a few months after the Vixen battle. So it's like they didn't miss me.
That's crazy.
So yeah, after the Clips on RX, I do plan on sitting down. I'm not saying for like a year or nothing. Like, I want to pop out later in the year. I don't really want.
Is it hard for you to go away because there's so many battles? It's so funny. You're like 30 years. You've been there for 12 years, and it's still a lot of battles.
That's good.
You
That means I have potential back.
Right. You a misfit.
I said it many times. I would just want her to pop out before she battles me. And if she don't pop out and then you see me battle her, I probably got a nice situation going on with it.
What are your thoughts about her turning on the A-War battle?
Well, according to Rem, it was a money thing. Listen, I'm heavy on know your worth. But at the same time, you gotta know your worth. You gotta know your worth, and you gotta be reasonable with yourself. So if you're giving your price to people and not willing to pay you for it, you gotta think internally, like, you know what? Maybe I should just go a little lower for this, John, and then work my way up to whatever I feel like I'm worth. Because that's how I felt with before I came back for Gaddis. Like, I asked for my price. They said they couldn't do it. I said, okay. And they called back a month. But if they would have never called back, I probably wouldn't have battled, because it's like, I know I'm worth this, and I have reasons why. Like, I have great reasons why. Great reasons why. You feel me? Like, so I feel like with Misfit, yeah, she probably wants all this money. I probably want it too, because that's A-Ward. But at the same time, we haven't been in like 3 years, so you kind of got to work with people. You feel me? But shit, the way Vixen, I'm pretty sure Misfit don't regret saying no. Me.
Me and you at Chrome and everything like that. When are you gonna make your Chrome debut? Everybody's asking, when is Jazz gonna make her Chrome 23 debut?
I'm not a psychic.
There's an opponent out there that makes sense, though.
I wouldn't battle Miss Hustle on Chrome 23 just because that was history on URL. So if then it just be on the league that it came from. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it just, everything about that battle is URL history.
Okay.
Yeah, Chrome, yeah, I'm not against being on Chrome, like, you know what I'm saying? Especially because just watching Remy go through her trials and tribulations with the league. And, you know, the last event was, to me, that's, but yeah, I'm not against it. I guess you gotta be the right situation.
Good talk.
Sure.
You put in the misfit bag also? We don't see you a lot also. Do you put her in that bag?
Because Couture just battled last year. He battled
facts.
He battled Clip.
Yeah.
Now, granted, both of them don't battle a lot. You don't see them a lot. I'm literally that same person. It's just that I happen to be popping out now. But Couture, she ain't been gone for battle misfit. Right. So Couture not in the misfit.
But you hustle makes sense though, right?
Who?
Rematch.
Yeah, I think it makes sense simply because,
right?
You know, with the Wody conversation, most people are saying it's me or her. And then with the run that I've been on, the run that she's been on, it's kind of like simultaneously going on. So it makes sense.
Right.
It definitely makes sense.
If Remy decided to battle, would you battle her? Oh God. I just feel like she comes back. I would want to see you in her battle. I don't know why you be the first person I want to see battle.
Listen, man, that's Remy. Why wouldn't I? That's crazy.
Okay. Predictions. Let's talk real quick. Give me rock. Are you going with the ladies off the rip? Are you picking all the girls? Because you know, of course I'm going with the ladies. Are you on that type of time? I said nothing else to talk about. Ain't nothing else to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing to talk about, man. You know what I mean?
Say this without saying.
How's Surf doing?
There's one battle that I feel like the girl is not gonna win. But I said without saying names.
Which one is that?
But at the same time,
okay, my bad. Part of stuff.
Kings vs. Queens, I'm not gonna lie, there has been a lot of crazy shit going on with Kings vs. Queens. Like, you would think somebody's gonna win and they lose. So even me saying I don't think they're gonna win, fuck around and win, man. And so yeah, but yeah, like, it's Kings vs. Queens. We talking with the ladies, but I do think that this card is really good. I think each battle kind of holds its own weight as well. Like, we want to see these battles, but each is for a different reason. You know what I'm saying? Me and Clips been throwing shots. Rock and Hustle, they had that situation going on. Twerk and Coffee is Coffee comeback, but plus, you know, they have their history. Shuni and Suge, they've been going at it. Dean and Casey is random, but I like it.
I like it. Sister, but
that's
I got
fair.
DNA with that battle. And Coffee returned against Twerk.
That should be interesting.
That's the one he was talking about, sister. Come on. Let's keep it behind that. This Brooklyn shit we talking over here. It has to be that one. It has to be that one. That should be a set. We leave it there. C3 recently said that she want to battle you. Is that something that you would think about?
I'm not against it. C3 been doing her shit as long as me. You know, and then of course she has this tournament win, which kind of is like very impressive. I ain't never did no tournament. So yeah, that's very impressive. And it's not like, when you think about it, C3 don't really have a lot of elites on her resume. So, you know, it's definitely not something I'm just gonna say no to. Like, nah.
Okay. You in Vestavia 2024?
That's a long time from now.
I would think you wanted some more time. I would think you wanted more.
Meaning a lot can change, a lot can go on. Feel me? Like, I might be retired.
I think you and C3 low key though, Jazz. I don't know how you feel about it, but I think you and C3 have a dope battle.
I respect C3. C3 is as long as she's been in this shit, very underrated.
I think her and Official is one of the greatest female batches of all time.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I think me and C3 would be interesting. Now that I think about it, if I was to do it, I probably would prefer not a big room, because C3, to me, C3's strongest attribute is her pen. I would want to get that. Like, when you're in a big room, you can't really get that off like that easily. So I want to take her in the environment where she's gonna be able to be the best C3 or the C3 that you like her for.
Pardon so, Prestavia is pregnant, so I don't think that's gonna happen this year.
Like, a lot could happen in a year, but even if she wasn't pregnant, like, it's just a lot could happen in a year. Like, a lot can happen. Hello, last year happened, and now I'm battling Charlie Clips. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't. Like I said, Prestavia is nice though. Like, she's nice. I do think this year would be too early. But you know, anything can happen. Like, she not saying anything crazy, but like, let's say she just started losing and shit like that, or let's say she be choking and shit like that. Like, I don't know. I can't call it.
Right. You and Lou Castro, your show, talk about you and Lou Castro.
So,
you guys got going on.
Emerson Kennedy does like the gray area, and he has his shorts that he does. DK is really a writer. Yeah. Like, I didn't know that. Like, he writes shows. He probably writes stories. It's amazing. I think he heard I was moving to LA, or I told him. I don't really know how this came about, but he was like, "Oh, that's perfect, because I want to write a show for you and Lou." I was like, "Oh, okay." Now, I had never done anything with EK. Lou had, so it was just like, "All right, cool." He's like, "Yeah, but it's actually a show." So basically, it's gonna be it's 10 episodes. Each episode is, I think they said, like, maybe 5 minutes. So it's not like you're sitting there watching full 30 episodes. And the plot is basically 2 New Yorkers move to LA, and we pretty much start a new life. Like, we got to go through these issues and shit like that. But yeah, it's if I had these one word to describe the show, it's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. April 1st.
Is Lou calling outside of battle rap? Is this calling like in front of TV, making us laugh? Like,
it very much could be. Like, it very much could be. And I feel like with me too, like, I kind of, obviously I'm not gonna be battle rapping forever. So that's why I moved out here. Like, I want to explore different things. EK had this acting thing in mind, and kind of was just like, damn, and that's kind of what I wanted to try to get into. Like, I never acted before, but I felt like I would be good at it. And I guess when the show drops, you guys will let me know if I'm good at
it. Facts. How much do you miss Surf? How much do you miss Surf? Personally, for you? Kind of like a relationship, like brothers and sisters.
Is the energy that Surf has is
different, man. Like, it's different.
You're not going to meet somebody like Surf for real. But it's not like you know, I've just been really wrapped up with these battles. I've tapped in with him a few times during this process. I'm probably gonna tap back in with him, like, maybe in a few days, like, when I really get my rounds done. But yeah, man, it's Surf. Like, of course I miss my friend. You know what I'm saying? I miss my friend, but it is what it is.
Is it different chemistry with Lou and Surf for you, because those are like your brothers? Like, you and Surf got a chemistry on some, like, jokefulness, but you and Lou in front of the camera, is it like a little different?
Me and Lou, yeah, because we both, obviously, me and Surf is we joke, we're silly, but me and Lou's personalities, like, we have the same exact personality.
They mesh.
So
they mesh.
What he'll find funny, I'm gonna find funny. he'll say something, I could finish his sentence. Like, that's just what it is. Me and Surf's personality is not the same, but we both are silly as fuck. But yeah, it's definitely different. Like, it's definitely different. But we both, I'm gonna be silly with whoever. That's yeah.
Yeah,
That's
because you and Queen
like,
feel like you had chemistry at one time.
as long as the nigga got the same sense of humor as me, it's gonna be chemistry. Me and Geechee. It'll be like same thing. Like, I
You
don't
and
have the
Geechee.
only difference between all these people and me and Lou is me and Lou literally have the same personality, same mindset, same thought processes, everything. We're really twins. Everybody else is just, we have the same sense of humor, and then we have our own reason why we're like this.
Okay. You an RX though. What made you take that battle, RX?
I've been interested in battling RX for maybe like 2 years. It just never.
Her body was dope. Her body was dope.
I just never. It never was a reason to. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had Gaddis, Geechee. It just wasn't. It didn't align. But now I did the Shice Raw. Okay, I gave somebody a shot. Cool. Then that's when they had called me and said, yeah, we want you to battle RX. And it just kind of, everything just been aligning. It's like, okay, I want RX. I wanted RX. It wasn't a random RX. Like, what? Like, it wasn't that. It was, yo, I've been wanting to battle this girl simply because I respect her. I think she's really fucking good. She said that I am genuinely impressed by. Genuinely. So, you know, granted, she's not the same rank as me. She's not the same tier as me. You know what I'm saying? But at this point, like I said, after Vixen, it's kind of just like I have no choice but to, you know, not, it sounds crazy, but to go down, like to go to the lower ranks. But of course, still with people that I respect. And I think that a lot of my career was doing things that the fans wanted me to do. And this point in my career I'm going to do what I want to do. So, you know, of course you were like, well, why would you battle RX? You know, I want to battle RX. I want to battle RX.
Right. Jazz, to be here 12 years and to only have one really clear loss on your column, right? You sit back and like, damn, I've been doing this for a long time, but I only got one real clear loss that the culture could throw on me and shit. Besides that, I be beating motherfuckers ass
myself daily.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's just like, oh, how do I do it? Like, I mean, yeah, I don't have a lot of battles, but for somebody, and it's not even just me, because if you want to take somebody like Official has a lot of battles, but you can only give her like maybe like 3 or 4 clear losses. For that type of record, like, it shows that you really one of them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to, let me just say, it's hard to beat people that are really good. Beat people clear that are really good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard. It's a tough task. But, you know, as far as with me, I just apply myself. Like, I kind of just like, before, when I accept the battle, it's like, okay, I'm not going in thinking I'm going to beat them clear. At least the people that are like top tier, I'm going in thinking I'm going to beat them clear.
Right.
But my goal is I got to beat this person clear. So if I'm going in with that mindset, I'm going to do everything I can to make that motherfucker happen.
Ask you this. Top 3 wins that mean the most to you. Your top 3 wins that mean the most to you.
Shayna, 40, and Vixen.
Shayna, 40, and Vixen.
Shayna, because that was my first time being a heavy underdog. I was supposed to get washed. Like, it wasn't supposed to be that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because this is before I had my new profound delivery. But, you know, my delivery was just very talky, and I wasn't aggressive. I was the school girl. I was like 19. Like, I was the youngest, you know what I'm saying? So everything worked on her favor. She was the Bronx bully. She rapped like this and this and this, like, so that win for me meant the most, because once I beat her, it made people say, oh shit, we got to look at this girl. She's not to be fucked with. She's dangerous. And then that's when, again, I became public enemy. Everybody started calling me out. And that is how I got the QB battle on URL.
I thought the QB battle is the one you gonna say though. QB battle. I ain't gonna hold you.
The QB win didn't mean the most to me because I knew I was gonna beat her.
Jazz, I ain't gonna know that. I'm gonna keep it tall. I thought QB was gonna put hands and feet on you.
The aggression. Shout outs to QB. That's my. But
love QB. Like, love QB.
The aggression and the disrespect to me just wasn't enough to beat my actual bars. Like I was heavy on. Remember my shit, cage match bars of everything. My mind back then was my bars are better. My bars are way better. So it was kind of. I was more so worried about doing good on URL than beating QB. And then the 40,
right, okay, got you.
Two of the top girls at the time, it was perfect timing. 40's wilding, she's on top of the world. I had just come off. I'm beating these girls clearly. I'm beating Shayna, QB. Then you got me and Hustle on some madness like that. It was perfect timing. The biggest female event to this day.
Yeah, facts. Was that Tori Doe, C3, Farrah, QB, Official, Couture? I was outside, Jazz. I remember that card vividly. Hey, Tori Doe, Jazz.
Hello? Like,
Jazz.
Moments was made that. Moments was made that. So yeah, so that win was important because that that changed again how people looked at me. Now after this is when I started noticing Jazz. This is when people really started saying Jazz is the GOAT. That's the first time it was like Jazz the GOAT, Jazz the female Clips, Jazz is the female Lux, Jazz the female Mook. I started getting the male comparisons. And then most recently is Vixen because this was, since official, this was the first time I was getting somebody that was wilding, but was still under me. And if this person beats me, they're now on top. So that's why for me that was important because it was like, yeah, I've been chilling and Vixen been wilding, but I need to remind y'all of what the fuck is going on. So I
and you did.
Yeah.
And you did, man. And you did. Jazz, give me a female that you're surprised that she's not hearing on your come up. A female that you might have looked at like she's dope, but she's not longer here anymore. You're surprised that individual's not here anymore.
Yeah, because that's a crazy on the spot.
Can I give you one? Duchess?
I think with
Norma Bates?
I think with Duchess and Norma Bates, I feel like they wouldn't have been able to adapt to the female battle rap now, which is basically bar heavy. You know what I mean? Like battle rap is so different from what it was from when I was coming up. It's totally different. So I don't know if they would have been able to adapt. But that's a good question because I'm sure I have people. I just can't put my finger on who like I feel like should have continued because it's battle rap. A lot of people come and go. A lot. In male and female battle rap. So I'm with some female. I'm like, damn, it was dope. Like they really could have, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't have an answer for that question right now.
Do you need an industry girl on your resume? Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. It doesn't solidify you at all. But just because you're Jazz, you're one of the hottest girls out here. Yeah, just to, Remy, Lady Luck, you know what I mean? Like,
see, like I said,
I want you to Remy the battle. I'm out here saying that right now. I don't want nobody jacking my ish also. I do want Jazz and Remy. Remy, you decide to battle. I do want you to battle Jazz.
So Remy gonna battle. She's gonna want a big bag. Bigger than the big bag.
But
I
terms of a back and forth,
I totally get what you're saying. But I mean, I don't really see that I need. Honestly, I don't think I need anything on my resume at this point. That's honestly. But with this Charlie Clip shit, with the Charlie Clip shit, it kind of is. It was really a curveball. Like I didn't see it coming. Like I did not see it coming just because I never thought it would be reachable. Shit. I then did some shit, and he like, nah, I respect her. I take her, because it was so crazy, because literally like a few days or a week before BZ called me and Clips was talking about the Calico shit, and he was like, I wouldn't battle you though. I don't have no want to kill you. And then a week later, I get the goddamn call. I said, I don't know, man. You went from not wanting to kill me to accepting the battle. I'm scared.
But Jazz, he was taking shots at you for.
He was taking shots, but now it's I wouldn't want to kill you. But then a week later, Beasley called. He got to get the okay from you first. So that means he spoke to you and then called me. Nah, Clips, why you changed your tone? When I asked him that, he said, all right. He said all he needed to say.
You were there in the infamous spaces when I felt a lot of you ladies were telling my verse, yo, you can talk all that, but we need to see you battle. What do you think about her actually coming outside battling more frequently now? Since that time in the spaces. But Jazz, I give a little props though. She wasn't battling before though. Now she, you know what I mean? First Lady Flames was Hustle.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I forgot about the Flames battle. Yeah. I mean, yeah, because niggas told that. See, this is what my verse did. She realized, maybe I gotta do something before I start demanding something. You get what I'm saying? I see how it's working. Popped out, battle Cheddar, had her warm-up battle. Boom, beat Cheddar. Got Flames, because Flames was the main one on my verse. Ass, feel me? I don't think she beat Flames. But apparently she got hustled after Flames, which didn't make sense to me. But also humbled her and showed her that, you know, you kind of gotta just battle in your clock, like work your way up. You know what I'm saying? She skipped. I said in the other interview, she got a whole pass and was able to skip the line for whatever reason, and now to the back of the line.
I didn't like her bars against Hustle. That first round was not it though. Respectfully, I ain't trying to kill that sister at all though. But that first round was, her second round was straight though.
Yeah, I think that my verse just needs to learn what people want to hear. You know what I'm saying? You could go to events and you could watch these battles, but you have to apply what the fans like to how you're preparing your bars. That's just what. And if you want to prosper and succeed in battle rap, you need to understand how you should be battle rapping. And she doesn't understand it. I think she just bit off more than she could chew with Hustle. Flames, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I still had Flames winning, and they just threw my verse in the motherfucking gauntlet. Like, you don't just throw somebody at Miss Hustle. Like, that's not something that you do. So, you know, I don't know where she goes from here, but hopefully she stays within her, you know.
Would you battle her? Next question. All right, Jazz. It's been real.
All right, yo, I hate
you. Jazz, I can't wait for this battle, man. You and Clips. Last question. Do you want to go first or does it matter?
I would never give away what the hell I want to do before.
Okay. Facts. All right. Hopefully we can talk after the battle, sister. Peace and love, man.